Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Mostly from Scratch. I'm your host, Mr. Munchies. Now, I literally just got done filming the fried ravioli video, and I am right into the next one because when I was in the freezer getting out the raviolis, I came across some cheese sticks that I had made a while back. So I'm going to show you how to make some homemade fried cheese sticks. It's pretty simple. Same ingredients as the last video. I've got the beaten egg with the cornstarch in it. The only thing I did was I switched out the Italian breadcrumbs for regular breadcrumbs and the 350 degree oil. So I have a block of sharp white cheddar that I've cut into, they're about 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch, not too big. The length, just the width of the block there, because you don't want your sticks too big. That's simple as pie, right? Simple as cheese. Take your cheese, dip it in your egg, get your egg wash on there, into your breadcrumbs, get that coated up. Now you're going to go back into your egg wash. Now, what I would do for this, probably add a little more cornstarch to the egg to make it just a little bit thicker. So let me grab another fork here. That way it will hold a lot more breadcrumbs. So back into the egg wash, roll that around, and then back into the breadcrumbs. Now with these, they are not going to go right into the fryer. What you're going to do with them is put them on a pan, sheet pan or a plate or something like that, and then toss them in the freezer and give them time to freeze. A couple hours overnight is probably best. This is one of those things that you can make way ahead of time. Make them up, throw them in the freezer, and then, as you want a snack, or something for the kids, or something extra to throw on the side of a dinner plate or something like that. You can just pull these out, fry them up real quick, and you're good to go. Back into the breadcrumbs. So that's the idea, is you want to double coat these. That way when you throw them in the fryer, your cheese is contained. Alright? So that's... You see that? That's what it looks like. So you just do those up. Like I said, freeze them. You can throw them in a Ziploc bag, squeeze all the air out of there, and they'll keep for a really long time. So put that aside. Here's the ones that I pulled out of the freezer. These are a little bit bigger, I have to admit. But anyway, we have a 350 degree oil, cheese sticks right in. And these will not take long to cook. I would say 30 seconds, maybe a minute at the most. You don't want your oil hotter than 350 degrees because, once again, like your raviolis, you don't want your breadcrumbs to burn before your cheese starts to melt on the inside. 340, 350 degrees is a good temperature. And if you have one of those countertop fryers, those things are great because you can set the temperature on them and you don't have to worry about using your thermometer, because it'll typically keep a good temperature. But once again, with frying, you don't want to overload your oil with product, especially cold stuff out of the freezer like that, because it'll take the temperature out of it just like that. Let me show you. I started this oil, when I put those in, that oil was right at 350 degrees, and let me show you how much it's dropped off because I put those 4 sticks in there. It dropped off, well, it's dropping it. It dropped off about 8 degrees. So it started at 350, and as soon as I put those in there, it dropped off to 340. So crank up the heat just a little bit. these are almost done. And you got to keep an eye on these because you don't want them to bust out and have cheese all in your oil, because then things will start splattering and injuries can occur, and we don't want any injuries in the kitchen because cooking's supposed to be fun. Alright, we're almost there. About another 15-20 seconds and these will be done. I can hear one. You hear the bubbles, you hear the crackling picking up. That means the cheese inside is starting to cook. It's starting to ooze out. Here we go. There's a good example right there. See that? That's done. These are done. Oh, see that busting out? That didn't take long. See that one busting out there? Look at that. It's alive. Alien. It's alien. Ah. We got alien cheese sticks here. Okay, so because these are screaming hot right out of the oil, I'm not even going to attempt to taste them. These would happen to be pepper jack cheese, but you can use any kind of cheese you want. These were white cheddar. You can use mozzarella, sharp cheddar, Monterey Jack, Munster, basically any kind of cheese you want. Of course, the soft cheeses like the Munster or Gouda or the pepper jack, it's going to melt a little bit quicker than the harder cheeses like the cheddar, extra sharp cheddar, stuff like that. So just be careful. As soon as you start to hear them crackling, they need to come out. It doesn't take long. All right, so give it a try. Let me know what you think, and as always, leave your comments in the comment section below. So this has been another episode of Mostly From Scratch. I'm your host, Mr. Munchies. So everybody, plate up and chow down.